Hi, I'm Wayne Hudson, coming to you again today from the Home of Grace in Van Cleve, Mississippi, for a cup of grace. Today I have a great friend, Adam Ghandour, who's joining us for a short interview today, and we want to talk to you, Adam, about a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
We're going to cram a lot of things into 5 to 10 minute
Sounds great.
period of time here. I want to tell me, if you will, how long you've been affiliated with the Home of Grace?
Over 3 years now. I graduated the program in December of 2015. And I worked away from here for a few months, but kept calling me back. My best friend got employed with the Home of Grace a month before I was employed by the Home of Grace. But it was just, it was like a natural succession of things that led me back to here, to working in this field and with the great people that I work with.
Yeah. Listen, isn't it interesting the way God kind of orchestrates the events in our life
Oh,
to
absolutely.
accomplish His purpose?
Absolutely.
And no place that I have ever seen does He do more of that than He does here at the Home of Grace.
And it's you can't even question it. You can't even question whether this was, this succession of events was not orchestrated by God. You can't say that, because as you get further and further in your faith, you realize that if you are living in His will and living according to His word, whatever comes after that is going to be ordained by God. And that's what I feel. I feel like I was led to work in the Home of Grace with the people that I work with. I think we're a great organism, and I think we evolve. But I think that what we do is timeless, and I just love my work here.
Yeah, so do I. I'm trying to remember what I do at the Home of Grace. But anyway, well, that's for another show. I remember meeting you in my class, one of my classes, I can't remember exactly which one, that I met you first in. And it seemed to me at the time, you correct me if I'm wrong, if maybe at that time you were a bit of a skeptic.
Absolutely. I came to the Home of Grace agnostic or atheist, and in my opinion that's the same thing. But I came here total skeptic, didn't believe in God. If I did, I didn't know what style, what kind of entity God was, so it was just words to me at that point. Nothing more than that. But as time grew, as I grew in my walk here at the Home of Grace, I became a Christian. And that, for me, if I looked forward on that, I could never have dreamed that I would have been a Christian, And, the Home of Grace taught me how to do that. And the people around me are also, school me on Christianity all the time.
Well, I'm glad that you made that choice, that decision, to finally cave in and allow God to have His way with you. Now, let's fast forward a little bit, and you tell us just a little bit about your duties here at the Home of Grace.
I was asked maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago by my boss, write down how God uses you when with your work at the Home of Grace. And the best thing I could come up with was I'm ancillary, so I work alongside of all of the main functions that go on in the Home of Grace. So counseling and bringing people to Jesus Christ, and drug and alcohol counseling, that's the main stuff that we do there. But most of the stuff outside of there is where I come in. So I handle their medical stuff, I handle their legal stuff, I handle transportation logistics, and some other things where they end, I begin. So, you know, I help the physical needs of the clients a lot with respect to medical, and administrate the clinic, and all the transportation, like I said, to and from functions and things of that nature. But, you know, it's fast paced. It's all the time, going. Stuff's always happening.
What I remember most about you, other than when you were in the program, after you went to work, was that how much that you reminded me of a TV character, and you know who I'm going to say, right? Radar.
Radar, oh, right.
Because Radar knew exactly what the colonel was going to ask for before he asked for it, and he had it right there on time.
It feels like that a lot of times. Like I said, it's kind of like organic what goes on here. We know what's going to be needed before it's needed, and we end up filling those gaps and being proactive. And then with the team that we have here is fantastic. I think you said a few months back, maybe a year back, something like that, that you've never seen a better team assembled at the Home of Grace than right now.
At that particular
well, at that particular time, and we're the same makeup now.
Yeah. So I'm happy to be a small part of that team. I'm just thrilled to death.
I am too.
And we're just all cogs in that wheel, right?
That's right. And some of us are the grease in the cogs.
And that fits your description.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Lubrication, somewhat.
And Corey keeps you busy, right?
Corey keeps me busy. It's always a fun time with Corey. Always a fun time at the Home of Grace when we can be lighthearted about things, and but we get stuff done, and that's me and Corey together. You know, we handle everything outside of counseling, and you know, and just the core functions of the Home of Grace. What, you know, the Home of Grace is meant to do. But I couldn't have asked for a better place to live and work. Better place to work. You know, in college, I was always looking to be medical or something to help people, and in organic fashion, I fell into my work at the Home of Grace, where I'm doing it in a way that I never dreamt that I could have been in this field doing what I'm doing, and I'm so absolutely blessed to be able to do that.
Is it kind of hard to imagine working anyplace else at this point?
Yes, absolutely. 3 years. It's been 3 years, I think. I just passed 3 years working here, and it feels like 15. Mm-hmm. It really does. It feels like a lot longer, mm-hmm. And I think that's because of the amount of people that you meet and come across over your time. You know, I think we do 500 or 600 a year clients, I think, something like that.
It's a never-ending stream.
And yeah, and it makes it feel like so much longer has actually elapsed. Mm-hmm. It really feels like 10 years, and it's only been 3.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I am happy that you came to the Home of Grace.
Well, thank you.
Because it was life-changing for you.
Absolutely.
But since that time, you coming on board on as a member of our staff, it's been life-changing for a lot of us too.
Amen.
And
Amen.
Thank you so much for that.
Amen. Thrilled to be here. Thrilled to be part of it.
Anything else you want to say before we go?
Just that, you know, I love what we do here, and I'm sure anybody who from outside looking in would be able to see what we do here and look at it and love what we do here too.
Yeah, I can see that we've come alongside of God.
Absolutely.
Allowing Him to do His perfect work.
Absolutely.
And we're just facilitating here on the ground.
That's it. That's all we can do. Help.
Yeah. Thank you, Adam.
Thank you, Brother Wayne.
I love you in the Lord, and you're a great friend, and I wouldn't take anything for our relationship.
I love you too, Brother Wayne.
Folks back home, thank you for being a part of A Cup of Grace today, and we'll see you next time.